You don't fall because the stairs are too high. You fall because your legs can no longer carry you. I want you to take a moment and imagine this. It's a regular morning. You're sitting in your chair, like always. But this time, when you try to stand up, your legs just won't lift. You reach for the table and fall to the floor. No one is around. You can't call for help. And that is just the beginning. I've seen this happen to one of my own patients, a man who used to hike mountains, who once drove cross-country without breaking a sweat. Now, he needs help just to use the bathroom. He relies on a walker to move around. Not because of a sudden illness, but because his muscles had been silently leaving him for years, and he never noticed. What breaks my heart most is not that he got older. It's that he believed this was just part of aging. But it's not. I'm a health professional who has spent over 20 years working with adults over 50 across the United States. And I've seen hundreds, even thousands of people slowly lose their strength without even realizing it. You're not weak because you're old. You're weaker because of small, daily habits that have quietly been breaking down your muscles without you even realizing it. Sitting too long, not sleeping well, not eating enough protein, relying too much on painkillers, and many more seemingly harmless choices that are slowly robbing you of your strength. In this video, I'll walk you through the 10 most dangerous habits that are weakening your body bit by bit. More importantly, I'll show you how to rebuild your muscles, your strength, and your independence, right from your own kitchen. Because I believe this with all my heart. You deserve to age with power, with dignity, without needing to depend on anyone else. We can't stop time from moving forward, but we can choose how we move through each day we still have. You know, I once asked a patient of mine, "Do you know how many grams of muscle your body loses each day?" He shook his head, and I smiled gently and said, "That's exactly why we're sitting here today." There's a medical name for this condition. It sounds a little odd, sarcopenia, but don't let the fancy word fool you. It simply means age-related muscle loss. It sounds small, but its impact, it's life-changing. It's why the stairs feel harder than they used to, why carrying a heavy pot feels like lifting a rock, why getting up from the floor suddenly needs assistance, and it's the silent reason many older adults fall and never truly get up again. Sarcopenia can lead to more serious consequences than high blood pressure or diabetes. It's linked to falls, loss of balance, depression, heart failure, even early death. But here's the thing. Sarcopenia doesn't come from aging. It comes from our habits. From sitting too much and moving too little. From eating too little protein and too much sugar or medication. And from the belief that growing older means becoming weaker. But it doesn't have to be that way. Weakness isn't your fate. Weakness is what happens when we let our muscles walk away and never ask them to stay. And the good news, at any age, your body can rebuild strength as long as you know how, and as long as you start early. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, "I haven't changed much, but somehow I feel weaker"? You're not imagining things. Your strength is fading, not because you're old, but because somewhere along the way, a handful of small habits began chipping away at your muscle mass. And today, I want to walk you through 10 of the most common ones. These aren't extreme or dramatic. In fact, that's what makes them dangerous. They're subtle. They sneak into your daily life, and they stay. Let's start. 1. Sitting for too long. We sit at the table, we sit in the car, we sit to watch TV, but muscles are use it or lose it. The longer you sit, the faster they forget their job. Even just standing up and walking every hour makes a difference. 2. Poor sleep. Your muscles repair themselves while you sleep. If you're getting 4 to 5 hours a night or waking up tired, your muscles don't get a chance to recover. They shrink, quietly. Try aiming for 7-8 hours. Make your bedroom a place of healing. 3. Not eating enough protein. Muscles are made of protein. Without it, your body has nothing to rebuild with. Many older adults eat far less than they need, especially at breakfast. Simple change, Add one boiled egg, Greek yogurt, or some nuts to your morning. 4. Overusing painkillers. NSAIDs. Drugs like ibuprofen or naproxen may help short-term pain, but long-term use can interfere with muscle repair, kidney health, and even heart function. Don't self-medicate. Always talk to your doctor first. 5. Eating ultra-processed foods. Those microwave meals, packaged snacks, or fast food may save time, but they're often high in sugars, bad fats, and chemicals that fuel inflammation. And inflammation equals muscle breakdown. Try cooking fresh a few times a week, even just once a day. 6. No strength training. Cardio keeps your heart healthy, but only resistance training builds muscle. That doesn't mean lifting heavy weights. It could be bodyweight squats, lifting groceries with intention, or even using resistance bands at home. 7. Not drinking enough water. Muscles are nearly 75% water. Dehydration reduces performance, causes cramps, and slows recovery. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses daily, more if you're active or in warm climates. 8. Too much sugar. Sugar causes inflammation, insulin spikes, and fat gain, all of which weaken muscle function. Swap sugary drinks for herbal tea or lemon water. Choose fruits instead of candy. Your muscles will thank you. 9. Skipping breakfast or eating only carbs in the morning. When you start your day with just toast or coffee, your muscles are running on empty. Start the day with a protein-rich breakfast to set the tone for your metabolism. 10. Avoiding regular checkups. Low vitamin D, thyroid issues, diabetes all affect muscle mass, but many go undetected without routine tests. Stay ahead by getting checked once or twice a year. I know that's a lot to take in, but here's the good news. Every single one of these habits can be changed. You don't have to change everything at once, but start with just one small shift to send your body a signal. I haven't given up. I'm still in here, and I'm coming back. There's something I want to talk to you about, something that's probably sitting in your bathroom cabinet right now. It's small, over the counter, harmless, right? I'm talking about painkillers, specifically NSAIDs like ibuprofen, naproxen, diclofenac. They've become so common that we almost treat them like vitamins. A little back pain? Pop a pill. Sore knee? Pop another. But here's the truth most people don't hear. Long-term use of NSAIDs can quietly damage your muscles. These medications can interfere with muscle regeneration, the natural process where your body rebuilds strength. They can also contribute to bone loss, kidney strain, and even increased risk of heart problems when overused. I had a patient once, a retired construction worker, who started taking ibuprofen every day for his shoulder. He thought he was helping his pain, but over time, his muscles became weaker. His balance got worse. He didn't realize that while the pain was numbed, the damage was still happening. Now, don't get me wrong, painkillers have their place, especially when used short-term and under a doctor's care. But the danger lies in self-medication. Taking them for weeks or even months without realizing the toll they're taking. So, if you're using them regularly, please talk to your doctor. Let's find a safer, long-term solution. One that preserves your strength, not just masks your pain. Now, let's take a deep breath together, because up until now, we've been talking about what's taking your strength away. But from this point forward, we're going to focus on what can bring it back. And here's the best part. You don't need a fancy gym. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't even need to leave your home. You just need to start in your kitchen. That's right, because food isn't just fuel, it's information. Every bite you take tells your body something. Repair, inflame, grow stronger, or shut down. And the right foods, even something as simple as a piece of fruit, can send the message. Rebuild, renew, regain. I've seen this happen time and time again. With small daily changes, people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s begin to move with more confidence, wake up with more energy, stand taller, smile more. So in the next part, I'll show you 7 powerful fruits you can eat, starting today, to help protect your muscles, reduce inflammation, and give your strength a second chance. And trust me, some of them are probably sitting in your kitchen already. Let's take a walk through your kitchen, or maybe even your local grocery store. Because right there, in your fruit bowl, might be some of the most powerful allies in your journey to rebuild strength. You see, nature has a beautiful way of helping us if we know where to look. Let me share with you 7 fruits I often recommend to my patients, not just for their taste, but for what they do inside your body. 1. Blueberries. These little berries may be small, but they're mighty. Packed with antioxidants, blueberries help fight inflammation, one of the hidden culprits behind muscle loss. They also support brain-muscle connection, which means better coordination and balance. Best time to eat them? In the morning. A handful with oatmeal or yogurt. 2. Bananas. Simple, familiar, but don't underestimate them. Bananas are rich in potassium, crucial for muscle contractions and preventing cramps. They also give you quick, clean energy, perfect before a walk or light exercise. Tip: eat half a banana 30 minutes before movement or slice it into a smoothie. 3. Tart cherries. Not sweet cherries, but the tart kind. They're a hidden gem. They help with muscle recovery, especially after exertion. They also promote deeper sleep, which is when your muscles rebuild the most. Try unsweetened tart cherry juice before bedtime, just a small glass. 4. Kiwi. This fuzzy little fruit is a powerhouse, rich in vitamin C, potassium, and enzymes that improve protein absorption, meaning your body gets more out of what you eat. Eat 1 kiwi in the morning or slice it over a salad for lunch. 5. Papaya. Soft, sweet, and soothing. Papaya contains papain, a natural enzyme that helps with digestion and reduces inflammation. It's especially helpful for older adults with gut issues or those on medication. Enjoy it as a mid-morning snack. Add a squeeze of lime for extra flavor. 6. Pomegranate. Known for its beautiful ruby seeds, pomegranate supports muscle regeneration and blood flow. It's like a gentle wake-up call to your tissues. Add the seeds to a salad or drink pure pomegranate juice, unsweetened. 7. Avocado. Yes, technically a fruit, and one of the best for your muscles. It's full of healthy fats that help balance hormones like testosterone, which plays a role in maintaining muscle. It also increases your body's ability to absorb fat-soluble nutrients, including those from other fruits. Half an avocado on toast with eggs, a perfect breakfast for strength. You don't need to eat all 7 every day. In fact, I often tell my clients, let your week rotate your medicine. One day it's blueberries, another day it's kiwi. What matters most is consistency and intention. And above all, remember this: food is not just fuel. It's a message you send your body every single day. Choose messages of healing. Eating more fruit doesn't automatically make you stronger. And just because something is good for your muscles doesn't mean your body will absorb it or rebuild what it's lost. What truly matters is how you eat it, when, with what, and how consistently. There's a simple principle I often share with my older patients, and today I want to share it with you. Principle number 1, rotate. Don't stick to just one fruit. Today try blueberries, tomorrow switch to kiwi, then avocado, maybe pomegranate the next day. Think of each fruit like a small brick, each with its own special function. Rotating gives your body a variety of nutrients, without overwhelming it with too much of one thing. Principle number 2, pair fruit plus light protein plus gentle movement. A banana works best after a few sit-to-stand exercises. A bowl of Greek yogurt with papaya helps your muscles absorb nutrients, especially if you take a light walk after eating. You don't need to follow a strict routine. You don't need perfection. Just consistency and intention. Principle number 3, make it a daily ritual. Hang a small fruit calendar in your kitchen. Write down which fruit to eat on each day of the week. Treat it as a quiet moment of gratitude to your body, the same body that's carried you through decades of life. Now it's time to nourish it with love and understanding. Maybe you're thinking, can something this small really make a difference? The answer is yes, more than you might imagine, because big changes always start from small things, done consistently day after day. You're not getting weaker because you're old. You're getting weaker because your muscles are quietly leaving you, 1 gram at a time, and no one told you. I remember a man, 75 years old, tall, quiet, used to garden for hours by himself. Now, he holds his wife's hand just to step over the threshold. Not because his heart failed, not because he broke a bone, but simply because his legs no longer had the strength to hold him. Have you ever seen yourself in that picture? Here's the truth. If we don't actively protect our strength, the body will slowly take away what's most precious, our independence. But the good news is, it's never too late. Whether you're 55, 65, or 75, you still have the power to reclaim your strength. All it takes is one choice, made today. A high-protein breakfast, an avocado, a glass of water, a few steps across the living room. Do that, and your body will remember how to heal. Because the strength, it's still inside you. You just need to wake it up. If this video spoke to you, even just a little, I'd love for you to do 3 things. First, click the like button. It helps this message reach someone else who might be silently struggling. Second, share this with a loved one, maybe a friend, a parent, or a neighbor who's been moving slower lately. This might be the reminder they need. And third, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video, where I'll show you how your sleep might be silently stealing your muscle too. Oh, and before you go, drop a comment below. I'm ready to rebuild my strength. Let's make that your promise to yourself today. And I'll be right here, walking this journey with you.